welcome back to another episode of Triple P and J. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so whenever we put out some new content, you guys are getting that great stuff showing on your YouTube. We are doing. Well, let me say this first and foremost. I did miss the last episode, and then today. Jalisa's not in the mix.
He quit the show last week.
We were having some technical difficulties.
Is that what we're calling it?
I was having an emotional meltdown. Let's call it that.
I was too.
Anywho, so we're back and better. Great things are going to be happening here soon. Other than that, today we are doing an impromptu. So each of us, part two.
Off the Dome, part two.
Yep. So each of us had messaged a person, I guess, or somebody that we wanted to message.
Mine was a dog.
Oh, okay. Who did you get yours from? A human?
Yeah, I got mine from my niece.
Oh, okay. I got
Thank you,
mine.
Emily. Appreciate it.
Shout out to my person.
Shout out to my peeps.
Yep. So yeah, we each got two random words from them, and we're gonna put them out there and talk about it. So
yes, I think you should start. We're just gonna do one word at a time and just go in a circle twice.
okay. The first one is, I'll just say it's magic. I don't know. I thought that was kind of like a word.
What do you mean,
It's
What's the about it?
I don't know. But anyways, magic is cool.
I mean, yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, I always wished that I could like conjure up like a fireball or something and just blow somebody up, and they piss me off. You know, because I'm an Aries and I think that I should have fire powers.
So I feel like if magic was real, I feel like I would probably be in jail right now.
What kind of magic? We talking like Harry Potter magic?
I'm talking about like blow some shit up, silence some people, make them disappear, a bunch of shit. I think I would be in
straight to jail.
I would be in trouble because
like alive but disappear.
Because like my magic would be like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like we're in the middle of an argument and you're saying some shit I don't like. Bitch, shut up.
Put him on mute.
Right, that part.
What are you saying?
You see them yelling and shit.
See, mine's like, I went two ways with that word. Like, first I thought of, like, the Harry Potter thing. I'm like, yes, and I would agree. Like, yes, I am Ravenclaw, but I'm borderline Slytherin, so, yeah.
Okay.
Go into jail, period. That's all it is.
I see you Avada Kedavra some bitches.
And would. If I could get away with it, yes.
What?
Avada Kedavra.
Yeah,
That's Harry Potter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know.
That's the most deadly.
The killing curse.
The killing curse.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then I also thought of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay. I know that you're kind of into that.
I do like it. It's
how
fun.
is
I
that?
can't play the cards. Like, the cards confuse the fuck out of me.
So what's like the concept of that? How does that work?
What do you mean?
Magic the Gathering?
It's kind of...
Because you know how Yu-Gi-Oh is? You got monsters, and then you can like sacrifice them to get a stronger monster, and then you try to take away their life points, you know what I'm saying?
That part, yeah.
So
it's
it's the
very
same
simple.
thing?
Like, you have, like, the little monsters or whatever they're called. I am not proficient in this world, but just hear me out. Like, you have, like, cards, and, like, they have, like, attack points and defense points, and, like, you use the things, the animals or whatever it is, your creatures, to protect your life points. Very similar to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Okay.
And
so,
like...
yeah, like a typical card game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the cards. I don't, like, but they have the app, and you can play it against other people, and it's actually really fun.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I never got into it, and I didn't know anything about it until, like I said, I think I've told this story. Have I told y'all this story about where I used to work?
We don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so if I have, tell me. My apologies. Where I used to work at, when you met your goals and did stuff like that, they asked everybody's like, hey, we want to, we're sick of giving pizza parties, because you all know my opinion on pizza parties.
I've been getting that shit since fucking grade school.
Right, that's some bullshit. So
That's
they
why people fat as fuck.
Alright.
they
No,
asked,
not with them damn thin ass slices. They cut that bitch into 64ths.
right, one pizza serves a whole building. But yeah, it's
Budget cuts.
Budget
You might
cuts.
as well just get a single pizza roll at that point.
Right. But what it was, they asked like the technical support, like because we were all tech support,
Mm-hmm.
and
So you were a bunch of nerds.
exactly.
Let's go.
So they asked.
He was the bitches we call now.
That part. And so they asked, everybody's like, hey, instead of pizza parties and all this other bullshit, what could we offer as an incentive for meeting goals and doing this stuff? And it was massively like, we want magic cards. Me sitting over here, I'm like, I wouldn't mind a fucking gift card. I'd fuck some magic cards, bitch. I need my $25
I
gift
can
card.
see some dude in the background breathing heavy as fuck, talking about what's magic cards.
And
Like, bitch, if you don't fly up out of here, leave me the fuck alone.
And that's kind of what it was when I saw what won. I'm looking at the email, I'm like, the fuck?
They done with the Toys R Us.
Damn magic card.
Oh, I was not happy.
Like, so what can you do with them?
But you play games. Like, you play, like, a round of magic.
But at work, like, what can you do with this fucking card?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. So, like, how it used to be was like, you had, the way the cubicles were set up, you had two people sharing one table. Like, you had a little table sitting here. And that's what it was. Like, they
No,
were,
I have a call.
You know, didn't even matter. They were legit having people on the phone trying to talk them through shit, and they're playing magic, and like you had people in the other row over here sliding over playing.
Ain't nobody getting their bill credit.
Imagine being on the phone with a customer and you hear a table flip in the background. It's bad as fuck.
Like, that was what
This game is fucking rigged.
And so they had to they literally banned magic cards. And I was like, you fucking idiots. Like, y'all could have got gas cards, gift cards.
Give everybody a $25 Target card and call it.
Right. Like, and you sitting over here, can we get magic cards? No.
When they breathing like that.
There was one guy. Okay.
Might have wanted the pizza too.
I don't want to.
Sounds like you.
Anyway, these people, I don't even see them.
Anyway, we're not here to judge.
We're not here to judge, but there was one dude who
was.
was really into it and everything, but he he had to keep a change of clothes at work because he would sit there and piss on himself and not say anything to anybody.
Or go to the bathroom.
Or go to the bathroom.
Oh, he was just grown and playing the game?
Like, he was like 50 or 60.
Oh.
It was probably time to get his diaper changed.
But anyway, so
Anywho,
yeah.
Let's wrap that up.
That was like, anytime people say magic, that immediately triggers in my head because it was like a good like 6 or 7 months where people were just like, I mean, like you had full on like cords, like say me and you, and it's about, the aisles were wide enough that like 2 people with some room could walk across. With corded headsets, people full on stretching them bitches all the way across.
God, see?
Like, let me in.
That's how it was. We used to do when I was working at a call center. I forgot what it is that we played because I did a night shift, and like
That's
everybody
always
was
the best.
they're the best because like you get calls far in between and all that other stuff, so you have time to like play games. So we did like Uno. We were doing Connect 4. What was the game of the choice? I can't remember, but it was always something fun. So
Yeah, like I worked, my first shift working in a call center was like 3 to midnight.
yeah.
Oh.
My first shift was a day shift, so I worked like from like 8 to 7 or some shit like that, because I was working 4 10-hour days, and then I moved to night shifts because I was in school, so that was from like 10 in the morning to 6:30 or 7.
I ain't never worked there.
What always cracked me up is when you have people like because you know how like certain like billing departments and stuff, they'll close at like 6?
5.
Huh?
We were 24 hours.
No, not customer service or like billing and stuff like that.
We were 24 hours.
No.
Yeah.
You'd have these bitches calling up there like 10 o'clock at night. I want to talk to somebody in billing about my bill. No, they're closed.
10 o'clock, it was 3 in the morning. Try 3 in the morning.
No.
Like at the ass crack of midnight, bro. You was calling in about your bill because it went up and you don't understand why. Like,
Why are you thinking
like,
about this at 3 in the morning?
Right, you just
Thank
happened to
you.
roll the fuck over, ain't even brushed your damn teeth yet, and then the first
It
thing
must
you
have been
do-
due the next day.
Oh.
It probably did.
Mm.
But most of the time, because like you can see their
That
payment
part.
histories. It'll give you like a 12-month, and you can see all the green and the reds. So you
Yeah,
can see like there's some people they were good, like they had all green. They just want like a credit for a late fee or something like that. Well, yeah, here $10 courtesy credit.
That's how it is at my current job. We
Yeah.
we're able to see like the history for a whole year for when people have problems with their bill and they swear it's supposed to draft out of their account and stuff like that, and you can see where it drafted out their account, but then it was like a return payment.
There was money in there. Okay, well obviously.
Obviously
Clearly
it wasn't.
It came back. You didn't check your bank.
Right,
That part.
because you had just enough to cover that bill.
You was missing a penny.
right,
Mm.
because your damn Spotify done came out.
Ooh.
Just playing.
But yeah.
So what was your word?
My first word. Oh God, she's so fucking weird. I love her, but she's weird. Pilates.
Okay.
So, I've learned to like Pilates because when I go to the gym with Daniel, he has me doing that at the gym.
Pilates.
No.
I was like, there is no
Yes.
Pilates machines in the gym.
First of all, please describe Pilates so we have an understanding of what's the difference between stretching.
The only thing I know about Pilates, I'm like, listen, it's what them basic white
Pilates doesn't
bitches
even
who
require-
like they get on the machines and like they do all the stretches and the legs and stuff like that.
That's not Pilates.
It
What's
is. There's
Pilates?
Pilates machines.
Okay. There's probably machines for that I'm unaware of, but you could do Pilates, which is. Let's Google this shit.
No, I'm googling because I want to.
Because I'm pretty sure it's almost the same thing as yoga in a way.
We were meditating.
No.
Oh Lord, no! This is different than yoga. Well, that's yoga. It's very similar. It looks like, but the moves are different.
Correct.
You got all the, like again. I remember I said basic white bitches. Look, it's all the pictures.
That's the shit I was doing at the gym.
Daniel's got you doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a stretch.
On ab day.
There's a stretch that basically where you're kind of like sitting on your knees, and then you go all the way forward,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically looks like you're in I guess that's like a lotus position almost. Is that the position? Am I saying that correctly? Lotus.
Lotus position is where you're sitting on like.
Oh yeah, I see. Never mind. That's a different.
Are you thinking of downward dog?
So it's like you're on your knees, and then just imagine like my knees are on the floor, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I
And
am.
You just come all the way forward, and it's supposed to provide you a stretch in the back.
Oh.
Same thing with like you're pushing your arms all the way forward, so that way you can get a stretch in the upper back or your lats as well. But that's different. That's not Pilates. That's just in my
That's
opinion.
stretching.
Stuff that
It is
he-
stretching,
the stuff
but
that he showed on the phone looked the same. I'm sorry if I got the word wrong.
well, I mean, you can kind of incorporate all of it together. So, like, so when you're practicing yoga, you typically adopt a position and you hold it, or flow into a different position. In Pilates, you adopt a position and then challenge your core by moving your arm or leg. Okay, so yeah, there is Pilates through that what we do. So I guess you can consider like certain things that we do within a plank
Yeah.
be considered a Pilates because you can like.
So did I lie?
No, you didn't lie.
Okay.
You were of the truth. We
Okay.
just didn't understand the difference.
Yeah.
I did.
This bitch.
But yeah, I like I said, I know nothing of Pilates. That's why whenever Emily sent that to me, I'm like,
You just think about some girl that just got done eating brunch or some shit with her basic white girl outfit.
That part.
And then she's with her instructor. She's like, I'm about to go to my Pilates.
I need my avocado toast with my pH balanced water.
My Vivi Avanger. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's a new top. It looks like some shit that you just got from fucking Shein.
Not the Shein. I love the Shein.
I love Shein
Me
too.
too.
Curly be popping
That's
with
where
it.
this outfit came from.
Oh,
It be looking good. Look, he representing.
Thanks.
But-
Some of it, I will admit though, it is a little too young for me, but some of it's cool.
Stay in your age group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's Pilates.
Pilates, you know, hey.
Pilates is good for you. If you don't do it already, you should always do some form of stretching throughout the week. I'm not gonna say daily because I get it. Everybody doesn't want to make time for it, but stretching keeps you limber and healthy, and don't injure yourself like me.
I like yoga because, like I said,
Yoga is just as
Yoga.
good.
anytime, like I said, when we go to Canada, all the yoga classes, I try to take as many. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey.
But yeah, anytime, like they're so good. God, they're
I like meditating.
It makes you feel
I've
like a
learned
fresh
how to
bitch,
meditate.
huh?
I've learned how to meditate recently.
that part. You do meditating in yoga, like the last part.
Just
No, you just kind of like when Jamie does it, like she's got you laying down on the mat, and she's like, all right, just let your it's like let your feet fall to the side, and
just let everything go.
yeah, she starts from like your feet and works her way all the way up to your face, and she's like unfurl your brow, let your cheeks fall, like do and like.
Because you don't realize what you're tensing up until it's like you're just thinking about it, and you're like, let your face go, and you're just like, wait, my face is tensing. You're like,
It feels so good, and then she's like you said, the meditating, like clear it all out of your head, just lay there and like, bitch falls asleep.
You know
I'm
what-
telling you.
you know what's meditating? It's serene. A hot towel after sex. Just put a hot towel on me.
Really?
But you like a cold one?
Well,
You don't even want a towel. Just lick them clean.
Yeah, I pose.
Bitch, you left the spot. That water. That, you didn't need the water about 10 seconds ago.
anyway.
All right, Curtis.
Curtis, your turn.
So the first word that I got was 2 words. It was overrated jobs.
Man, that's a fucking topic.
That is a whole topic.
Overrated jobs.
Right, overrated jobs.
Okay, what's your first overrated job that comes to mind?
That I've had?
No,
Or no,
just in general.
Just in general.
Walmart.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah, because a lot of people at a young age, they feel like Walmart's the shit.
Yeah, but we're talking about a young age.
That's
That's all-
overrated. It's
Yeah, but
overrated
that's-
at a young age and a grown age.
But that's what they qualify.
It's
for because
overrated.
They ain't got no damn experience.
It's overrated.
Shit, all the damn bitches like fucking McDonald's.
I feel like all of the main ones are overrated that people like to talk about. There ain't shit. I get that they have benefits and all of that, but I don't feel like ain't shit special about Walmart.
There's not at all.
That's the first overrated job that popped in my head.
There are like the jobs of like. I'm trying to put this. How can I put this? Whenever you have a position, when you have a position of like your assistant type bullshit. Like when you have that. If you're one person, you need multiple assistants, that's fucking ridiculous and that's overrated. So basically that, and then also I'm gonna say this and I'm really sorry. A middle management job is overrated. It really is. Like if you're like the assistant regional director or some bullshit like that or whatever, you're
So basically, it's like you're like the second string quarterback. You're on the bench
Right.
most of the time.
Like
No.
you're doing all the shit work.
Right. I agree, but I disagree at the same time. I feel like the middle managers, you gotta get there to get to the other part. But I feel like the middle managers do the work of the next position.
Right.
I don't think
I don't
think it's overrated. I think that I feel like the next level is overrated because they don't do shit. The current ones, the middle one, they do all the work. They hold it down.
Well,
we understand where he's coming from because.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think what he's saying is more like something above that. If it makes sense, like above. Let's just say like an assistant regional manager, kind of what he was saying. Just something that's just there, like you're just basically a secondary placeholder just in case.
Mm-hmm.
But you're never really like in the picture. But you have a job and you just make a bunch of money and you're basically useless.
Doing nothing.
You're useless. I mean, it still kind of relates to I know what you're trying to say, but not specifically what
I'm talking about.
Right.
Because yours is that's not overrated. That's very like beyond functional.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a requirement at this point because I mean, where the fuck would it be without it?
And that's why I kind of looked at you whenever I was
The ground.
When I was looking at you because I was like, I knew in your head where you thought I was going to go with this, and I didn't want to go there.
Oh, I know you weren't talking about me.
Right. No, not at all.
Just the situation in general.
Right. And then, because the reason why I say that is because, like, during the whole pandemic, when everybody started doing work from home, I read this article where it was basically saying that all these middle management positions, they were basically finding out that they were not needed.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
Shit, they still are.
Huh?
They're still finding that out.
Right. And it's like, they're basically... work productivity and everything increase when people weren't being their shoulders weren't being looked over and all this other bullshit, and they were working from home. It was like they come to this realization of, oh shit, we're not really needed. And that's why basically the article was saying is like basically there was no need for people to come back to building like the office. You can work from home, but then middle management are like the forerunners, or basically saying come back, and that's because they're realizing that their jobs aren't really needed.
Right.
So what I'm getting from this so far is that like basically if you have a bullshit job where you're getting paid to do not much shit, like you're literally just a placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's an underrated job. You know what I think? I personally don't come for me, bitch. Stock trade is kind of overrated for me because I feel like people just kind of get into stock trading and then it's just like they feel like they're superior.
I'll agree with that.
I don't like that shit. You're working a 9 to 5 and I trade stocks and I get all this fucking money. Yeah, bitch, you be just as fucking broken the same day as you came up. So don't play with it. So I just think that they have like this higher sense of self because they do stocks and they just
Go ahead.
It fluctuates through a lot of money. Hey, cool, do what you do. I'm sure there's plenty of people that make it big. And
but you hear about them for 2 months and then you won't hear about them anymore.
Yeah, like that Forex trade shit. I'm just like, y'all blow it up. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't doing shit with your life because you ain't.
But then I'm looking at some of y'all and y'all aren't doing anything either.
Right.
Where's all these trips you was going on 3 months ago? What happened to that?
Mm-hmm.
Where's these jets you was buying? Where's these expensive clothes you had on?
And there's no...
All these meetings y'all was having as a group, bitch, we ain't heard about y'all since COVID.
Right.
Y'all on Zoom.
But yeah.
At midnight.
Right.
Because I was one of them. I participated in it for a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like that in pyramid scheme shit too.
That's the same shit.
Pyramid scheme, like
Ooh.
I'll never forget when I was in Michigan and we went to this one damn thing when it was like a pyramid scheme for like electricity company. So basically what they were doing was trying to create a monopoly. That's what it sounded like to me at one point. Like I was so like fascinated by this shit, but when I like stepped back from it about like months later. I was like, this sounds stupid as fuck. It's no different from like, yeah, if you get 3 people, and then they get 3 people, and then they get 3 people, and you're putting all the other shit other on, and then like you get paid all this other money, and it's residual, and you get it all for the rest of your life, kind of like you get royalties or some shit.
But you gotta keep referring these people.
Right. I was like, and then you want to bring the one person that fucking made it because he just happened to be the fucking social butterfly person, and he's come in, like, I remember this one dude came in, he's wearing like this nice gray like pink accent suit and everything, thinking he was top shit, pulled in with like probably a leased vehicle, and
a leased vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hater, but I just feel like people put on like a facade.
Yeah, they do. Some of them do be leased. Like,
Yeah.
you're getting all these different cars every 6 months because your contract's up.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
Not being a hater or anything, but don't act like you just big shit because you're paying $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
don't even get me started on multi-level marketing. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, so that's what I think about when I hear overrated. I'm not saying that it isn't a good thing. If you do it and you make it work, cool. But it's just the hype that they put on this shit sometimes, and like the glorified look that they give it. To me, is just pipe it down a little bit. Like, I see it all over Instagram. Like, you see these dudes that get up, like they're early in the morning. They go to the gym, come back home. They got their nice little setup on their computer, and they just trade stocks and all this shit.
Right.
It's just like, okay, we get it. You
Well, like, what about the, like, and you can speak on this a little bit, like, talent agents?
Yes, they are scams. Some of them are.
And it's overrated.
So I had went to.
What is this talent agent?
It's so most actors and actresses and even other people in the limelight, they have an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that the agent pretty much finds the work for them, and you pay them. It's kind of like a manager.
Kind of like a home advisor.
Yeah.
Right.
So
all they do is go find you work.
right, and some of these ones, and I had went to one time. We had to like audition, like a monologue and some other shit, and pretty much, of course, I didn't make that one, which I'm glad I didn't. But it was pretty much like if you made it past this first round, then you would have to pay like $200 to go to this thing in Florida to get you in front of all these talent scouts or whatever. And I'm like, if I already got accepted to the agency, what do I need more talent scouts for? You need to go find me an audition at this point.
You need to find me a job to pay you.
Yeah, not a lot of them. Oh, a lot of them are scams, but some of them, they're real. But you just have to read reviews and shit like that. But they are overrated.
To get you work, and then they just ain't getting you work.
You have to pay a lot of money to get started with some shit. It ain't for you. Just like all these people that hop in the comments when we post stuff like the podcast clips or something on Instagram, and you want us to promote it on a certain page or click this to get verified.
We're not doing that.
It's the same shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of how like it is whenever I do like fitness stuff.
When you post reels, they be like promote so and so.
Send a video to our DMs and we'll promote it or some shit like that. Or they want you to pay something.
They tell you all the good shit first. Like I had got an email about this one time. I think I showed y'all, and it was like, yeah, are you ready to get verified? Yada yada yada. We had this whole conversation. I knew where it was going, but towards the end, he was like, yeah, you have to pay this amount, and then it takes 48 hours, and then you have your blue check mark next to your name. No.
You get verified through fucking Instagram.
Right.
And don't even get me started on the verification of Twitter.
Well, show some dick, I guess. I don't know.
No, you didn't know about what Elon Musk is doing?
Yeah, because he bought Twitter, right?
He bought Twitter, but now in order to get verified on Twitter, you have to pay like a subscription fee every month.
That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, they said
it's turned into huge problems.
They said that Twitter was about to disappear.
They basically
They said that like 3 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's still here.
Well, that bird ain't about to be tweeting here.
Yeah, because they're like...
Y'all gotta go watch porn somewhere else.
That part.
All right, man.
So, yeah.
My second word is camel. Camel. Yep, them fucking big, long neck, fucking chewing, spitting bitches.
Okay.
Now see, I just. Ooh. Like, I can't.
I had to put that image in your head.
Like, the only thing now, like, the only thing that's sticking in my head is camel toe.
I know.
Like, the only thing. I can't get it
That's
out of
exactly what I was thinking.
I can't get it out of my head, and I'm trying to, so y'all have to talk about yourself.
Talk amongst yourselves, because all I can think about
It's
is
camel toe.
Okay, Willis, we get it. Everybody likes a nice camel toe.
No!
You don't?
You don't appreciate a good camel toe?
Why the fuck would I appreciate a camel toe?
You ain't gotta fucking lick it, like it, or love it. Bitch, just you gotta appreciate it.
Why?
Why?
I don't want to see the meat curtains hanging through your leggings. The meat curtains hanging through your leggings. Body positivity, but no.
Oh boy.
But no. Anytime anybody, them women who come in there with them leggings, and it's always the bright colored leggings.
You mean the ones where they like pull it all the way up
Yes,
into the shit, trying to make
you're
their
about
ass
to give
look fat?
yourself a yeast infection. Damn.
Right.
Like, pull it out of there.
Pull it out. That's a wedgie.
That's what it is. It's a front wedgie.
Shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing in the fitness community. Apparently, like as far as like them pulling their fucking shorts and their leggings, like they be
Women do that intentionally?
intentionally. It makes their
You
butt,
thought the camel toe
It
was an
makes-
accident?
Usually, back in my day, it was.
like that,
they do it
and
on
like
purpose
just
now.
the way that they try to make their butt look, like they try to pull it up so it brings the butt lifted, so it makes them look like they got a fatter ass, nice round and all that other shit.
Which,
But anyway, it's just extra shit. But yeah, camel toes. Just put them away for his sake.
thank you. It's just like, I don't want to see your moose knuckles, guys. Okay? No.
Damn, he got names for this
What's
shit. for
moose
days.
knuckles?
Moose knuckles is a male version of a camel toe. Like when you get them gym shorts or like, you know, tight shorts.
Which part does it show?
It's just like basically like, hang on. It's
Is there a difference between your print and then a moose knuckle?
yes.
The moose knuckle is the nuts.
Yes.
Kind of like when they're fucking too tight and it just squeezes the nuts. And
Yes.
It's just okay, yeah.
But
I
if
know
they
what you mean.
Never, I don't need to see a picture. I got it now.
Yeah, it just comes from dudes that either wear like shorts that are too tight or like you got a lot of you're just big or bottom. You got some childbearing hips.
Well, not even that. It's just like basically like it looks like it cut. You got the two nuts hanging on either side of the seam for the zipper or whatever, and then like it just
Like, is the dick breathing?
no.
Damn.
And nobody
That's
wants
tragic.
to see that either. All right, so put your balls away.
All right, so much for the animal on the camel. We just went straight to camel toe.
That's all I could think of when you said camel. I get
There
immediately.
wasn't much to talk about with them besides.
Yeah,
What
would you
you
ever ride a
said.
camel?
I would.
Like in the desert?
I think
Yeah.
it would be kind of cool.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the desert anytime soon.
So what do you
Those
think about the
countries
humps in
over
there?
there?
What?
Hmm?
What? There's plenty of safe places to ride a camel, sir.
You said in the desert.
Yeah, you can do that here in America, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can at zoos and stuff like that, but you said in the desert, so I was like,
Yeah, we don't have a desert here or two.
but there's no camels there.
I'm sure there's a place somewhere
In the
in
desert
America
that you could rent.
that you can rent
we could,
rent to ride.
We'll say
a camel.
yes, but you can ride camels at zoos and circuses,
Right,
and I would
it's-
be down for that. But like, low key, like, would love to go to. Well, because okay, so like, I know how awful it is, but Sex in the City too, and like when they ride the camels out and like.
Never seen it.
God,
I never seen the first one. He said
Me
the second.
either.
And you haven't seen the TV series?
No. I've seen maybe an episode.
Sex in the City sounds like a bunch of
It's a bunch of women.
A bunch of women.
yeah doing things that women do, and then they're just.
Actually,
I think of women that are just womening, and I guess.
What the fuck is womening?
I don't know. That sounded very like sexist as fuck though.
Explain it though.
But I don't know. Like they're just like they're living their life, kind of catch brunch, do the whole city girl thing, and then there's a bunch of cheating going on. Some reality show kind of shit. I don't know. What is Sex in the City? I mean,
Sex in the City is basically, it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it was about four groups of, it was a group of four friends, and each one of them, basically they treat their life, it shows how women in New York, or these four particular, I don't want to say all women, but these four particular women, they treat their sex life like men. Where it's like, they go and they date guys or hook up with guys, and they go back.
Just say cheating.
That's what I was thinking. Like that.
Well, they're not cheating.
Like,
Nobody. Well,
I know they're just doing things that women do. Like they get out, they date, they have like they're kind of just like a bachelor guy or like a college guy.
Well, there's
going
one
out.
of them. Her name's Samantha, a different guy every night, and I fucking love her.
I'm just thinking about Fiona from
Shrek.
No, from
Oh, Shameless.
Shameless. Yeah, just think a bunch of Fionas getting together, just doing their thing.
Fiona tried to be
A lot of
loyal.
drama. One's always kind of fucking with a different guy all the time. Maybe one is just casually dating.
We'll have to watch a
a
couple
lot of drama.
episodes for you to understand it.
Okay, I kind of get it. I wasn't. Dang, when I said women are womening, that was rude as fuck.
That was really rude
That
as
was really
fuck.
rude. Take that back. Please don't cancel me. I'm sorry. I'm very pro
I
everything.
don't know if you know or not, but they canceled you already.
That's fine.
It's you coming back.
Who canceled him?
They did.
That's fine.
We love
I
our
was
boo-boo.
just saying.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if you knew or not.
We love Boo Boo. Don't cancel him.
I'm here for the podcast, so I mean.
Take your shirt off.
Willis
They might
is-
like you better.
No, I'm not subjecting my body for people to like me. I didn't come on the show to be liked.
Ooh.
Oh. We love that speech.
We love that.
Anywho, so I guess we're done with the camel.
What's your second one?
Again, thank you, Emily. Orchestra.
I used to be in band. A lot of concert season. That was fun.
I used to watch the band at football games.
No, that's not orchestra. I'm thinking like more concert. I used to watch an anime called Youre in April. For all my anime fans on there, you know exactly what that is because you cried at the end of it.
What was it called?
Youre in April.
You're lying.
Your Lie in April.
Your lie in April.
Yes. So basically, it was an anime about a girl. She was like very free spirited. They're like it's like set in like mid high school years for these kids, and she's like this kid. He's like very like shut in, and he's basically a piano prodigy, and like he kind of got basically how I say it. Like nobody likes him because that's all he's known for is just being a prodigy at the piano. And like every time he goes to do competition, he always wins, and everybody hates it because it's like, oh, he's just he's a prodigy, he's always gonna win. So he meets like this very free spirited girl at a playground one day, and she's sitting there playing a like a flute or something. Not a flute. It was like maybe not a harmonica. It was something. She was playing a violin, and he was just so fascinated by her. And they ended up like becoming like really good friends, and they were competing together, and like she brought that more free spirited side out of him instead of being just like a piano prodigy, just just so stiff. And later in the show, you come to find out that she has like cancer or something like that. She has like some terminal illness.
Oh God.
And you basically like it's a love story, but it's like more orchestra stuff. Like they're like classical, really into like just the whole like classical competitions type stuff like that. And she ends up performing, and right after the performance, like she played her heart out. And then like they kind of just gave the kid inspiration because she didn't go from script. Like when people play, like you can hear when they sound like they're on point rather than when they're just flowing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, at the end, she ends up passing away, and she gives him a note, and it's basically like a, you know, like a love letter kind of note. And yeah, it was, man, I cried. I was like halfway through the series, and I ran to my sister's room, and I'm like, you did this to me. But no, it was really good. So that's what I think about when I think about orchestra. I think about like me being in band during concert season, you know, wintertime, it's cold, very composed.
I got nothing for. The only thing I've got is like I fucked a flute player and a French horn player. That's
that went way left from what I was talking about.
That's all I got. I'm like, I've never been to the orchestra.
Did he play your
symphony?
flute?
He did.
Okay. A little piccolo.
The next word that I received.
I love how he didn't even say nothing.
Oh, I don't have anything to say about orchestra.
Damn, he put an input. It wasn't much, but
orchestra.
No.
What do you think about when you think of orchestra?
Right.
I don't think about it.
You ain't never listened
Why
to
would I
Beethoven?
think about orchestra?
Support the arts, by the way.
I've listened to it like in art class and shit like that, and I was in choir once upon a time. So
you never had that visual MP3 media player shit on your computer,
mm-hmm.
and you play it, and it's like a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, but it's not something I really pay attention to.
You never went
or
to sleep
paid
to
attention
music.
to. No, I haven't. I went to sleep to trap music back in the day.
I will say, like,
one
of my favorite Christmas carols is like it's the orchestra for Carol of the Bells. I fucking love that. Anyway, that makes me happy.
Yeah, I like live performances, like where people sing. Like it doesn't even have to be just about the orchestra, but like Christmas time stuff. You know, like I've never sat down in like an actual orchestra and like listened to live music.
Not an orchestra. I've went to Christmas concerts, but I've never sat.
It's kind of the same thing.
Well, orchestra in my mind, whenever like I'm thinking in my mind, orchestra and symphony would be all the same thing, where it's just instrumental. There's no voices.
Right. I mean,
and I don't know if I could do that or not. I'm just putting it out there. That to me just be. I mean, it might be cool.
I could. I think of it like a Christmas musical.
I do want to go see Pentatonics because they're gonna be in Oklahoma and everything.
There's a Grinch live action musical.
Oh, I think that'll be fun.
What?
Mm-hmm.
When is it?
I don't know, but I looked it up like about a year or two ago, and they had like plenty of seats, and it was in this nice, really like.
And it's this year?
I don't know. I just seen it, but it was like this really like old school, like you know, the theatrical look.
Well, like I love theater. Like theater is completely different than orchestra or symphony to me. But like theater, I'm down for go see a play. Cause that shit's good, like most of it. Like, have you ever seen the Book of Mormon? Fucking hilarious. Like, there's a song, I can't pronounce the version of it, but like the English translation of it says "Fuck you, God." Like, it's so good.
So yeah, it was at the Strand. So
but they're not doing it this year, are they?
I don't know. This was from December of last year.
We should do that. We should. If they have a Christmas thing, like a big production of like a Christmas play, we should go.
I think that'll be fun.
Would you go?
What?
If they have like a thing like what you saw.
So that's where it would have been at. It's called the Strand of Shreveport. Looks really nice, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Yeah, they were doing like the Grinch of Christmas musical play there.
They have the Christmas Carol playing.
Okay. I just think that would be a nice little like change of events. I mean,
yeah,
like,
I'm down for that.
I'm not
If we
used
want to go,
that, but give a little something different.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
I'm down for that. Do you want?
Yeah, I look.
You want to go see the Christmas Carol?
Hell yeah, I'm all for that. Like
Yeah.
that touches another side of me that I don't really like express too much.
Oh, can we go see Anastasia?
Okay. it doesn't matter. I don't really care what we see. It's just the thought of being in the theater. We're all sitting down, just enjoying.
So where is this at?
That's Shreveport.
Is that the place called the Strand? Let me show you.
Like the last theater thing that I saw was, I can't remember if it was Kinky Boots or if it was Mamma Mia. One of the two I saw like live.
How was it?
That's the Strand.
Okay, yeah, I have been to one of those before.
Yeah, it kind of gives you like that old school.
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge kind of.
Can I get dressed up a little bit? You know.
Yeah, we're gonna get like nice and
Get
dapper. Dapper. Thank you.
Good
That's
word.
the word. I like
Good
that.
word.
Good job, Curtis.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
Mamma Mia, I hate saying this. Mamma Mia was good, but it was like the whole time I'm like, where's Meryl Streep?
I want to see like a burlesque showing. Okay, now that you're done drinking your water,
I mean, they're interesting.
oh, you don't like them. Okay, that's fine. I just thought the movie Burlesque was really good.
The movie Burlesque is very good. I will agree with that statement. Yes.
Gotcha. You just, I'm assuming you've seen one in person, kind of?
Mm-hmm.
And like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't want to talk about this on camera. Lower. I don't talk about this on camera. I don't talk about this on
Alright. Curtis.
Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your next word?
My next word was argument.
Oh Lord!
This had to be the last word of the night.
So, for me, I don't really have many of those, so I don't really know what to think when I hear the word argument. It sounds like people being ghetto.
I ain't got time for it no more.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm picking my feet up though.
Why?
Because the layer of bullshit that you're spreading in this room.
What are you talking
It's
about?
getting his shoes
It's
dirty.
getting deep.
Elaborate.
Bitch, you love to argue.
But you're coming at me right now. So
I
how do
am,
love to
because you're
argue?
sitting here lying on camera.
Y'all lie every week.
What? No, we don't.
Okay. Anywho, I've had a few arguments in my lifetime, but what comes to my mind when I think of argument is I really don't want to argue. I would rather hit you, but that's the only thing that comes to my mind. It depends on who it is, but that's the only thing that comes to my mind. What about you? I'm gonna get my point across regardless.
I'm not a fan of arguing, but I'll do it if I have to. But I'm not a fan. I'd much rather I tell people all the time, like, I will have a conversation with you.
Right.
I will not have an argument with you. But if it gets to that, I will have one. That's how I am. I'm like, if we can talk, like, to me, a conversation is where I talk, you talk, back and forth. We listen to each other's viewpoints. If we don't agree with them, great. We don't agree with them, but we can go on our merry way.
It turns into an argument when I'm down with having the conversation too, the one-on-one conversations or whatever, but it turns into argument when both parties are starting to like talk over each other, and both parties are getting heated or whatever, but
And nothing's being resolved.
nothing's being resolved.
At
Nobody's
all.
seeing no side of any story, but yeah, that's
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Arguments. It depends when it comes to me. Like, it can kind of push in 3 different directions. Like, I agree. If you talk it out and you guys can be cordial about things, then it's fine. Well, it's a conversation at that point. But then whenever you try to, when things get a little too pushy, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at like explaining this stuff, but I can be argumentative if I want to. That, or I will just no longer give.
You don't
the
engage.
time. I won't
Yeah.
give it the time of day. I put the fire in the water, like instantly.
I've noticed you do that a lot. Like whenever, like once you've made your point, you're just like it won't go any further.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. If I'm very, very passionate about it, then I might argue. But
go ahead. I was gonna say, well, for me, it's all about.
It just depends.
It's all about. It's situational.
I kind of leave it up to the person on the other side of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For me, it's situational, and it's who the person I'm arguing with is.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's like someone thirsty and just wanting a reaction out of me or something like that, I'm probably not going to give it to them. But then again, I may give it to you as well. But yeah, it's just.
Sometimes you just gotta let people argue with themselves.
Right. If it's like somebody I care about, one of y'all or something like that, I'll argue a little bit. But if it's,
but you always like after it's done,
I feel bad.
You feel bad, and like you'll be calling or stopping by the house and be like, "Hey."
I'm sorry. It's when it's somebody I care about, and I know the argument has gotten a little bit where it shouldn't have. I do feel bad about that, and
we always talk it out.
We do, but
because we're adults.
I hate that shit though, because sometimes in certain situations, I know I'm right or whatever, but it's kind of like, dang, I feel bad about how I worded that. Now, if it's a random bitch off the street, no,
gloves off,
fuck no,
fair game.
I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Because no, like that, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, you do that, like, because we all joke and stuff like that and everything like that. But sometimes, whenever we're all going at it,
well, we're around each other all the time. You consider like when you're with family, sometimes you know, like you love them, but sometimes people get out of pocket, and it's like, and then we kind of and separate for a second. Like, okay, we feel.
He's talking about us three.
Yeah.
But I do that with my family too sometimes.
Right.
Like,
same.
You know, if I argue with like my brother and my sister, you know, like we don't say nothing. Sometimes we don't even apologize. We just come around again and just like, you can feel for it. That's how I used to be. But we'll apologize, you know, most of the time. But
for me, it depends on the situation. Everything doesn't need an apology.
No.
Like, I think we talked about that before. Everything doesn't need an apology if it didn't get disrespectful. I feel like when it's disrespectful, one party or the other party has to apologize. Whoever's wrong. And if you're both wrong, then maybe you both should apologize.
One of you needs to be the bigger person and step up and apologize first.
Right.
And a lot of people don't do that. I mean,
that's why some people's shit don't work out.
Right. You know, but no, like, there's times I was like, I get so frustrated. I'm just like, if I could read you a fucking filth right now, and like, nope, I'm not. I'm gonna walk away. It's okay. But I don't feel that way about y'all. Like, I don't think y'all ever gotten me. Well, there was that one time y'all did get me heated.
I probably did.
No, both of y'all did.
Well, we did.
It was that one episode.
In here?
Uh-huh.
The Frida hose?
No, the whole, like, and I know you still judge me for it, but the whole, like, McDonald's thing.
Oh.
That, I got heated over that.
I feel like you were just...
That was on Free the Hose.
Was that the Free the Hose?
Yeah,
I don't remember the titles.
Because it was, like, tying...
It was
like,
part one. That's how we got to part two, because we were still arguing about it.
Right.
Me and Willis argued the most.
Right.
I was yelling. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
You're good. Don't
But I was yelling, though. I was just like, Willis! Damn, I made the wheel spin.
But yeah, it's a lot. But no, that was the only time. And like I said,
No, that wasn't serious. That was for the show.
well, y'all might have thought that, but when I tell you, like, I had
He went home biting his pillow.
I had a couple drinks and lit a couple cigarettes. I'm like, these bitches my friends. But
I come outside one day, I got a tire slash. So.
I was like, I'll burn your fucking house down.
You know, some of these topics, when you feel strong about them, they do bring out the argumentative side.
They do.
The confrontational side. There's been a couple of episodes like that.
And it's funny because
it happens on camera, off camera, whenever. It's
we try to put that stuff in place. Like, we try to make it a little bit argumentative, but then when we do, when it's just like,
We'd be like, okay, before we start, we have to like, okay, so this is a debatable topic. So we're about to debate on this episode. Do not take it to heart, and then everybody's taking it to heart.
Right.
Everybody's mad at everybody.
Disclosure is no longer disclosure.
Start getting into it, and it's like,
And I'm sitting here like, I don't give a fuck if you're mad or
Okay,
not.
we're gonna take a quick 5. We'll be right
gotta
back.
go have a cigarette. Be right back.
Pause the video.
Curtis!
Curtis, get off of Daniel! Curtis and Daniel!
That was one episode. Pause the video. Curtis and Daniel.
Stop! Camera.
If y'all saw the shit behind the scene, I swear to God,
Man, we need
y'all would
bloopers.
probably be laughing more. But
I'm
I
dead.
mean, some of the shit is on camera. I can upload it if y'all want me to. But
I mean, some of it. But yeah, it's...
I'm ready to try this damn humidifier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Our little Daniel here has been having some, with the heat and cold stuff.
Yeah, like when I turn the heater on, it kills all the moisture in the air. So when I wake up, I feel like my nose is dry, like my throat's dry. Makes your noise. It just makes it everything like
You
irritated.
feel rough.
Right. I
Yeah.
feel like a damn caveman. So I bought a humidifier and I'm about to make that bitch mist.
Moisture.
I know some of y'all don't care about your skin and your throat and your nose and all that other shit. So
Oh.
do what you do. I understand lotion's not a thing for you.
ashy ass.
Yep.
But no, I mean, yeah, like it's just.
Was that all the words?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine was Camel and Magic. He had.
Pilates and orchestra.
And I had argument in
The job one.
overrated jobs.
Overrated jobs.
So yeah, that was impromptu for the day.
Off the dome.
Off the
two,
dome.
part
Well, I have
two.
another off the dome for y'all.
Okay.
So, since this week is Thanksgiving, you know, any plans? Anybody do anything? You may seem go. Are you going out of town? You're not. You're staying.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, communicate. We'll see.
I go just about every holiday and celebrate with my sister and my niece.
You're going.
But that's only like a few hours. You know, gotta work the day before and the day after. So
Oh, no.
I'm sure.
Friday. Y'all be nice to retail workers this week,
Right.
I mean, or
just
don't.
the holidays in general.
or just the holidays in general, please.
Or don't, and they'll probably be rude back to you.
Right. You know what? I'm matching energy.
I have been all week and it's been
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, some people just need it.
Starting next week, I am too.
It's gonna be great. We're just all gonna match energy.
I'm gonna enjoy it
Right.
while I can. What's your plans?
We're doing the family thing. Like we're going to my aunt's, and yeah, we're doing that. I'm gonna do a cake or something. My mom asked me to do the apple cake thing that I brought to your party.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
I'm gonna make that again.
Yeah, I took a little bit after the party. I didn't realize like I didn't eat none.
You still have the caramel sauce, by the way.
Yeah, I put it in the refrigerator because like somebody left their oven mitts and the caramel at the table, and I was like, okay, the caramel's for you, and I figured out who the oven mitts went to.
I may take that off your hands if it's cool.
Yeah.
Will you eat it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then I may take some and make that. But anyway, yeah.
Oh, I thought I did.
Alright, so yeah, sorry, technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Something happened. So we're going to wrap up now. So thank y'all for watching. As always, like, comment, and share. You know, do all the subscribe, hit the little button. Also, since it's the week of Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrated. Those who don't, you know, I'm with y'all. Fuck the pilgrims. So yeah.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't have any family or anybody that to enjoy Thanksgiving with,
Catch up on our episodes. We'll entertain you.
yeah,
Absolutely. We'll be your family for the day.
absolutely. Maybe go see a friend, see somebody close to you. There's probably always somebody that's gonna reach out and try to offer you. Take the time, go enjoy it.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you really want some Thanksgiving dinner, then like I'm sure there's a Cracker Barrel somewhere around you. They serve Thanksgiving dinner all day.
Mm-hmm.
That
Absolutely.
and also once again, go back and watch our episodes from
Right.
number 1 to episode 37.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hungry
we'll
Man
keep y'all
sells
entertained.
Yep. Hungry Man sells a Thanksgiving platter. Go ahead and pop that last fuck. Go ahead and turn on the rest of our channels.
Just the same channel.
This is what happens when we just drink water.
Right.
We be fine off the alcohol.
Right. Give us water, my body's like, what?
What is this?
Yeah.
So-
Watch all our episodes and eat that hungry man with that cranberry turkey and stuffing and
They don't
call it
put
a-
cranberry in it anymore. They do this apple thing. It's a little depressing.
Just watch Triple P.
Watch our episode.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a good evening.
Bye.